Good morning, my darlings. My name is Victoria and this is Veritas Tarot. I love to do readings for love, obviously love for another, but most importantly love for oneself, because you can't pour from an empty cup, hence my cup of tea tarot. And today is a chance to have that cup of tea with spirit. In England there's nothing that a good cup of tea and a good chat with a friend, a good natter with a friend can't solve. So this is our chance to have a little cup of tea and a natter with spirit to see where you are on your journey, darling, and to see where your soulmate is on theirs, because I'm going to do a Six of Cups soulmate reading for Taurus, and if it resonates, please do let me know in the comments, and if you like it, please like, subscribe and share. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to start with where you are at the moment. This is sort of where you are in your life, how you're feeling about things, and you have the Fool card, which is absolutely fabulous. So this is you're entering into a new cycle. The Fool is all about the beginning of something new, and you have gone through the whole sort of major arcana to start this cycle. Now, I believe from looking at your cards that you have entered this new cycle in a new vibration, a higher vibration. You have learnt from your old cycle, and you are now ready to take that leap of faith, to explore, to be guided by spirit in terms of what path to follow. And here you have, he's got this sort of, this is all this sort of untapped spiritual knowledge that you know is there, and you're taking with you on your journey, and you're being guided by the light. This is about your the sunshine. And you know, this snow-capped mountains, they do represent as well an end of something. But you know, you've got nothing to worry about, because you know you are being guided, and that fears and anxieties are only things that stop us from moving forward. And actually, when we put our trust and faith in the universe and in God, and know that everything is happening for our greatest good, then that sort of releases all sorts of negative energies from us and allow us to come into this space of trust and knowing. And so well done. You're excited, you're ready to step in, you are stepping into wherever the universe is taking you, and you're feeling pretty good about it, which is fantastic. But I know you've gone through something to get to here, so this is recognition of that for you as well. Oh, and sorry, Spirit was also saying that I think part of this journey, what I've learnt on this journey myself, is that whoever is meant to appear in your life will appear in your life at the time when you need them. So I do believe, with this card as well, is that you are seeing signs and synchronicities, and also people have appeared in your life when you need them, and I call them my soul family. If you can have a soul-to-soul conversation with somebody that's quite an extraordinary experience, and you are literally listening to each other's souls, and that's guidance from spirit. So I do feel that there are people around you at this time who are helping you on this journey and taking this leap of faith. Where your soulmate is on their journey, they have the Four of Pentacles. So they're closed off at the moment. They are not letting go. They're protecting their heart space. And this for me is the sort of the card of being in that conditioned way of thinking. We all go through life with patterns of behaviour, and a lot of those patterns of behaviour are conditions and ways that we help protect ourselves from triggers, and that triggers come in actually because of those conditions behaviour. So it's all a kind of catch-22. So the universe and God always sends things in for us to help us heal from old conditioned behaviours. So your soulmate is in a space of, they're not shifting and moving at the moment. They're certainly not in this energy which you're in, but they are in a reflective energy, and they are thinking, they are being guided. That's with the pentacle here, in terms of, it's almost like the Ace of Pentacles, and it's, it is divine guidance and messages from spirit. And they are, as I said, feeling very protective. I think they're feeling a little financially insecure because they've got their feet firmly stamped on those two pentacles. So that's sort of what's saying to me. But it's just a card of pausing and reflection, and not wanting to really talk at the moment. So, advice from spirit for you here is you keep on your journey. Okay, you keep on your journey, and actually the cards with that way around. So you keep on your journey, you keep focusing on you, because you can't fix anybody else. The only person you can heal and fix is you. And the more you do that, the more you grow into self-love and self-worth, the more, because you still love this person, I know you do, the more that you will help shift and change them, because you're not putting any expectations of them. You're allowing them to do the journey at their own time, and you're doing your journey, which is the most important thing about the evolution and growth of your soul, and bringing you to a place of peace and joy and happiness. How you're feeling about your soulmate, you've got the Page of Swords. So I do believe I don't feel you're watching them. I think they're watching you, and that's because the Fool card here is going the other way. So I do think you're aware energetically that they are thinking about you. I think they pop into your head probably more than you would like, and so you're very aware of that, and you're aware that they are perhaps watching you a little bit, whether it be on social media or through friends and everything. I don't see the Page as anybody threatening or anything. It's just somebody, if they're in that mode of not letting go, they're questioning things, they're wanting to know things, they're going through that process of understanding themselves, and they are in a slightly defensive mode as well. And they are being guided by spirit, again, with the birds here. And they are, again, just seeing signs and synchronicities, and I always sort of see the clouds as that as well. But they are sort of watching you at the moment. I think they're very surprised and amazed at your transformation, and that's intriguing to them, and how you have shifted and changed and grown, and so they're watching that with interest. And I know they're watching because how they feel about you is the King of Wands. So they, this is a very intent, if I can put the cards up again the way they were, this is a very intent watching on you. The King of Wands is somebody who is, there's a lot of sexual energy here, I can tell you that. I'm also I always see this as the chameleon. So the King of Wands is somebody who can sort of change in any one given situation. They do know what they want. Whether it's something that they understand, and whether it's something that they understand about commitment and unconditional love, I don't know. But there is definitely an energy of, the word fixations I'm getting, so maybe there is a fixation on you, and maybe you see every soulmate, there are all sorts of reasons why soulmates come into our life, but one of the things they do is that they, because we have such strong feelings for them, such intense feelings from them, God sends soulmates in also to help us heal from old wounds. So we are given triggers by our soulmates in order to force us to shift and change, to step back from believing that this happened to us, but to understand it happened for us in order for us to learn and grow and release, let go of past ways of behaving that we thought protected us, and all it really did was put us in an emotional fixed fear cage. So the King of Wands is somebody who is very much in that focus still on you, which again I'm being told he hasn't moved past that Four of Pentacles, but he is aware that you have triggered him into really looking at his emotions and prodding them and understanding why he's feeling the way he is. But there is love there, but he's understanding that this is slightly different from any other relationship, and it's making him a little uncomfortable, but also making it very, it's slightly fascinating for him, because this is feelings and things that he hasn't really prodded or looked at before. So that's why he's very aware of your journey, aware of your shift and change, and there's a slight envy there that you've been doing this, but also there's a sort of, he's applauding you at the same time because he can see that you are in a happier space. Advice from Spirit, you've got the Judgment card. So the Judgment card is something, this is really, it always comes down to choice as well. And it always comes down to how you're feeling about yourself. So what Spirit is saying here is that this is all being, again, divinely guided. And you've got the river here, and the river is about letting go and letting God and letting things happen the way they're meant to happen. You know, you have choices along those ways, and you will always be sent the right person at the right time to help you. But it's about listening to spirit. It's about listening to your soul. That's your intuition. It's about having trust and faith in that. And I always see with this trumpet here that, you know, it's about a card of, oh my God, you're getting so many signs and synchronicities. And I believe you're seeing them because, you know, you're in that full state where you're having that trust and faith to start your new journey. But the judgment card, you know, also around a relationship is that something will come in, or it'll be down to how you feel about it, about this relationship and the situation, that will either make or break this relationship. You know, it is a chance of new beginnings and rebirth. It's also a chance of new beginnings and rebirths elsewhere. But Spirit is saying, you know, this is your judgment call, literally, with what you decide you want to do. And I think if you look at it from a place of truth and clarity and what is good for you, you know, you've gone through an awful lot, and I think you are now at that place where, you know, you want some joy in your life. You want to be happy. You don't want to be worrying about what you say and what you do, and you want to be in a place where you want that respect back, and you want somebody to talk to you with clarity and with truth. And I'm talking about soul truth. I'm not talking about shouty truth, you know, from ego, from pain and hurt. You want a balanced relationship, and Spirit's saying, you know, this is your judgment call. If you decide, and if your soulmate learns what they need to learn, and in their time, you give them time, you give them all the time, you just keep moving forward with your life, and if you love them and want them back, you hold the space for them. And if they're meant to come back in, it will be so at the right time. And in the meantime, you're being protected. But this is your judgment call, and Spirit's saying to make a decision from a place of soul truth, not your pain body, your ego side. And what's coming in for you is beautiful. Now, you've got the Knight of Cups. So this could be your soulmate, it could be somebody else. But what it's saying is that through this process and this taking this leap of faith that you've done, you are drawing into you somebody who loves you and is emotionally available, and is coming with that peace, that clarity, that honesty, and a cup overflowing. And they're coming to you at the same vibration that you are. So whether that is your old soulmate, again, I'm saying coming back to you, but whatever it is, it's somebody that you deserve, and it's somebody that you will feel that you're able to talk to them openly and honestly, and also emotionally, because when you're in that mode, people can't talk. It's that they're too scared. They don't want to let out because it's too vulnerable to talk, isn't it? You know, that's how they're feeling. But this person, look at the difference. They've come with their visor open, and they want to have an emotional, loving connection with you. So that's a very beautiful reading, Taurus. I'm so sorry, Taurus. And I hope you enjoyed it. If it resonated, please let me know in the comments below. And if you liked it as well, please do like, subscribe and share. And I have a lovely week. Take care, my darling, and I look forward to doing a reading for you next week. Bye bye.